This is Duke University.
I think the question of the university in the 21st century is a question of both making knowledge matter in all venues and assuming knowledge matters in all venues. And those are two different ways of thinking about it. I think the idea here is to involve the public in places where faculty live in their research and their teaching, and to involve that research and teaching in the public sphere. It's a very straightforward equation in a certain way. But what does that mean? I think that means two things, both translating the work that we do almost simultaneously for the Guild and for the world. And that's a way that I think is very important. How can we train our graduate students to think through the Guild and the world together? And never mind the world as an afterthought, right? The world can no longer be an afterthought for us. And to write in such a way that we might be accessible to both. And also, it is to co-create with publics, to co-create the work we're doing in a variety of different ways, whether that's crowdsourcing our research, thinking about artistic renditions of our research in the way that the post-colonial critic Talal Asad talks about. You name it, these are possibilities. And finally, I think we need to understand that we work with multiple publics. I think there's a kind of demoralizing depression as soon as we think about the public as if it were a monolith. And so many of the people on this panel and in this room know that that is exactly the opposite of the vibrancy of public engagement. It can mean the church basement, it can mean the State Department, it can mean the Library of Congress, it can mean you know, the corner shopping mall. So I really am thrilled that all of you are going to come and think often with us. We also need to be thinking about the question of open access as a university question. How open and accessible is the university? And I think we need to stake a claim in saying the following thing, that the university in being open does not give up its prestige, that the university in being accessible does not give up its engagements with the guilds. In fact, in my view, dismantling the ivory towers, in doing so, universities might become even more prestigious and even more connected to guilds. That's what my hope is to really put those opposites together and by mutual engagement intensify both arenas.
Produced by Duke University, online at duke.edu.